Yo, what's going on, everybody? AB Media 83 here. And today we're talking about Bidenomics. And I know what you're thinking. Why are we talking about Bidenomics today? Well, unfortunately, well, where do I start? The U.S. Credit rating just got downgraded. Yet, when I talked to some individuals on Sunday, they told me the economy is doing great. You heard that correctly. The U.S. credit rating has been downgraded. But when you talk to certain brothers in this space, aka the Black Brain Trust, they use my footage. I'm about to use some of theirs. The economy is doing great, and Biden's doing such a great job. Well, uh, let's take a look at what happens when your the U.S. credit rating gets downgraded, which it was on August 1st. 1 second to share my screen. But yeah, the economy is doing so great, but the U.S. credit rating just got downgraded. But we're supposed to pretend the economy is doing great, right? Okay. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. All right. Let me share. Let me share my screen, and we're going to get this show started. Computer's acting a little slow here, folks. That's all right. We'll work through it. All right. Let's see. ABC. All right. What the U.S. Credit downgrade means for the economy, and your finances. So, a regulatory agency downgraded the U.S. credit for the second time in the nation's history on Tuesday. Now, for a little context, there are three credit rating bureaus, and S&P, which is one, downgraded our credit rating uh, back in 2011. But however, there are other two other bureaus that kept us at a triple A rating. S&P brought us down to a double A plus rating. So this month, another credit rating bureau downgraded us to a double A rating. So the U.S. So for the first time since 2011, the U.S. Credit rating has got a downgrade again while Biden's in office. Notice while Biden's in office, not while Trump's in office. You can't blame Trump for this. You can't blame the Republicans for this. But anyway, let me keep on reading. All right.
When you look at what's happening, this is a persecution of a political.
Sorry about that. We don't want to play that video. Financial worries lowered the credit rating to AAA plus from AAA, citing the balancing the U.S. debt load and the weakening of the governance. On top of that, Fetch expects the U.S. to enter a recession later this year. But I was told the economy is doing so great, right? This credit agency expects a recession later this year, but the economy is doing great. Jobs are allegedly increases according to the numbers and all of that. The rating downgrade comes months after a federal statement delayed and a debt ceiling agreement until days before the U.S. was expected to lose the ability to pay outstanding financial obligations. Yeah, well, analysis downplayed the immediate economic effect on the rating decision, but said that it marks a significant milestone on the path of increasing the debt that could ultimately raise the national borrowing cost, threaten economic growth, like interest rates for consumers' loans and like credit cards and mortgages. So, in other words, them lowering the credit rating is going to encourage them to upgrade the interest rates even more. But our economy is doing great, right? Right. Hmm. Analysts downplay the. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I think I read that. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen criticized the decision made by Fitch. I hope I pronounced that right. In a statement Tuesday. In a statement on Tuesday, Fitch's decision does not change what Americans, investors, and people all around the world already know that the Treasury Secretary's remain the world's preeminent safe and financial asset. That's being challenged by the BRICS, but okay. And that America economy is is financially strong, Yellen said on Tuesday. Not when you talk to people on the ground. I'm just saying. Yeah. They're running around saying the economy is great, and I know they have to say that because the Democrats are in power, and they feel they have to lie to people. But anyway, here's what to know about what the rate decision means for the economy and your finances. What a credit downgrade means for the economy. Credit rating decisions like the one issued by Fitch on Tuesday center on simple dynamic, the nation's capacity to pay off its growing debt. So yearly spending on the federal government extends tax revenue. The U.S. has occurred tiers of trillions of dollars in debt, requiring the country to make ongoing payments so that it doesn't default on the outstanding loans. The credit downgrade is one of the sequences of development that could eventually lead to investors and to believe the U.S. is less likely to pay off its debt, which is not a good thing. In the case of investors, they would demand higher interest rates for loans and in turn, U.S. debt would become more costly. In other words, they would do more to try to raise the interest rates and do stuff like that. And we already see what they've done since they've rose the interest rates back earlier this year. Five banks have failed. Five banks have failed already since they've rose interest rates. And according to this downgrade, they're probably going to raise interest rates again to keep the dollar strong. So what that basically means is your food prices are probably not going to go down anytime soon, unfortunately. But according to the Black Brain Trust, the economy is doing great, right? The federal government could, uh, okay, sorry, I lost my place. The federal government could then lose some of its ability to spend on social welfare programs and projects to help stimulate the economy. Within a long term could slow economic growth and leave the nation vulnerable to financial setbacks. Facts back. In other words, Democrats are going to come up with more excuses why they can't do shit. Uh, Shad Abbott's director of economy policy and bipartisan policy center told ABC News. The largest the larger our debt becomes, the higher our interest rates become. If the more of the federal taxes will go to pay interest on the debt, which is which is which isn't creating anything of value for the economy or providing support for Americans. Akins said this would make us less able to respond to future crises. He added, "Oh, but our economy's but Bidenomics is working, and the economy's doing great, right?" For now, however, analysis said that the rating announcement bears little on the, settling reputation of the U.S. Treasury bonds, the financial instrument that allows the country to borrow money to resume for a promise that it will pay lenders with interest. I don't think the global investors learned anything from the downgrade. Mark Zinn, chief executive of Moody's analysis, told ABC, "We push when push comes to shove. If anything is going in the global economy of the U.S., there comes they come here and buy U.S. Treasury bonds. It's the safest on the planet." What the downgrade means for your finances for everyday people, like economists threat posed by Reddy's announcement, the possible financial impact would be a long term rather than immediate. Analysis said, so it's going to happen over time. If the U.S. debt grows and the government struggles to address it, consumers could face higher interest rates for loans since the nation and its borrowers would be deemed less trustworthy. They added that it would mean higher costs for borrowing for everything from credit to mortgages to cars. Great, cars are already high. Even used cars prices are high. Yeah, make this stuff up, folks. All right, let me check. Pause for a minute. This is some serious stuff, folks. But according to some people, the economy is doing great. Nothing's wrong with the economy whatsoever. But the economy is doing great. Let us continue with this article. Get you back up on the screen. I don't think the government struggles to address consumers could face higher interest rates on loans. Okay, I already read that already. Let's scroll down. I don't think we need to this month, but the quarter of the years, uh, Zandy said. But if we don't make policy solutions to address the long term debt situation, the rates will rise. So Biden might be able to do something, but the economy is doing great now, folks. They just lowered the U.S. credit rating, and but the economy is doing great, and the economics booming. Right. More immediately, the stock market ticked down in the afternoon, trading on Wednesday in response to the rating decision. The tech heavy Nasdaq fell nearly 2%, while the S&P 500 dropped more than 1%. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names. Iris Fitz says, Tigris financial market analyst said he consists of the stock downturn is a temporary blips blip blip since fundamental economic conditions retain solid and and easing inflation and job growth. The reaction of the market is even stiffer than the downgrade. Uh, Fetish said this has created a buying opportunity for stocks. Well, unfortunately, that's the end of the article. And unfortunately, as some politicians have said, never let a good crisis go to waste, which is a horrible saying, but it was the ugly truth about this country. But the economy is doing great, right? The economy is doing so great. Biden's doing such a great job. So that's why President Obama made a visit to the White House. Hmm. That's right. President Obama made a visit to the White House. Gee, I wonder what he was going to talk about. What was he talking to Joe Biden about? I wonder. Let's find out. Share screen. So, what the economy's doing? I was told the economy's doing great, right? What is that? Oh, okay. Economy's doing great, right? Obama reportedly warns Biden over the strength of Trump's candidacy in 2024. Yeah, that Donald Trump. You know, the Donald Trump that they have indicted 3 times now. This latest time they indicted Donald Trump over January 6th. For those you don't know, yeah, I keep hearing Trump gonna be in jail, and he ain't gonna have a chance to run for president. I got black people telling me Trump gonna be in jail. He's not gonna have a chance to run for the president. Okay, so like this. President Barack Obama reportedly warns Biden over the strength of Trump's 2024 challenge. Now, um, Obama, and I'm not going to read this article, but Obama has promised that, he's going to do everything he can to get Joe Biden elected. But Obama's warning that, there's a possibility Trump could be 47. I've been telling this people this ever since the year started. Nobody listened. Maybe y'all listen to Obama. But all the articles that I am showing are in the description. If you want to read them, you can do so. So, I've been told the economy is doing great. Biden doing everything he can, and Bidenomics is great. Is the greatest thing to sliced bread, and there's nothing wrong with the economy. Okay. Oh, what else is happening? Gee, what else is happening that since Biden's doing such a great job? Biden's doing such a great job. Gee, I wonder how Joe Biden is doing with the black vote. I wonder. Since I'm told by the Black Brain Trust, who are a group of black men, to their credit, that Biden's doing such a great job with black folk. How is Joe Biden actually doing with black men? Gee, I wonder. How is Joe Biden doing with black men? Oh, what's this? What's this? Some black men have lost faith in Biden and Democrats in 2024. Oops. This article is about a brother. I'm probably butchering his name. Bata Mechanism. 28-year-old 28-year-old in the key voting state of Georgia is among the millions of black voters who helped put President Joe Biden in the White House in 2020. Good for him. I didn't. I voted for Trump. Trump was the lesser of two evils. But anyway, 3 years later, he is one of the voters Democrats fear could cost Biden the second term in 2024. Now, I'm just going to pop. Now, let's talk about this for a minute. Black folk, pay attention for me. I need y'all to pay attention to me for a minute. Ever notice that we're the only group that have you ever noticed that we're the only group that the Democrats come to shame and to vote for them? Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed that black folks are the only people who are ashamed to vote for Democrats every year? What's that? What's that? Coons like Roland Martin tried to tell us. Your ancestors died for your right to vote. And as I told him on Twitter, my ancestors didn't die for your punk ass to buck dance for Hillary Clinton. But isn't that what they try to tell us every year? And you have to vote. Your ancestors died for the right to vote. Now, me personally, I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I am here to tell you that staying home is a viable option too, which gives them less votes to deal with, to work with, and it's up to them to go come get your vote. It's not your job to go vote for a candidate. It's their job to come get your vote if they need your vote to win. But according to them, as I'm going to show later, apparently some Democrats think they don't need your vote to win. You know, they think Trump's bad, so bad. They think Trump is so bad that you're going to come out and vote for them anyway. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing that for now. If you want to look at that article, it is in the description. But now we're going to play some video, and we're going to play this video because, despite the fact all this turmoil is going on in the economy, I want to listen. I want you to listen to how can I say this? I want you to listen to how Democrats think of you brothers in the space. Now, before I play what I need to play, let me go on and put something up before I play what I need to play. All right, where is it at? Brand and let's see. Oh, here it is. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. All right. All right. There we go. This is a stream from the Black Brain Trust, and they're playing a clip from my Coliseum stream on Saturday, and let's hear what they have to say. This button will play.
Gym today, and I didn't even know it was a councilman until one of the older black men that was there. He pointed it out, and next you know, he started talking about like they're about to destroy this building complex downtown that has a whole bunch of people in it, and they're saying like, oh, they're going to destroy it, but you see, the deal was before that they weren't going to be able to give us any money unless we, mingle in other people into it, and then with other different class of money and stuff in there, we have to mingle it in, but since I've been in here for 2 years, the one thing I got them to change into this thing is like 25% of people that was already in this, that was in the previous, that's going to be in the previous building before he's get demolished, is going to be able to make it into this. And I'm like, what about the last 75%? And he was saying, oh, no, you got to bring in minorities and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, that's code for bringing like people like my people, other black people from other part of the world, or, East Asians or whatever the fuck, or Mexicans or some shit. And I'm like, what about the 75%? The 75% sound like you saying black people is going to be kicked out.
Now, this young brother came to my stream and he's just explaining himself. So let's just keep watching.
He's like, and he just start he started just what was it called? Try to give me some word salad bullshit. Just constantly talking. I let him talk for two. Yeah, I let him talk for 2 minutes without even saying anything, without him even like giving no like backlash or nothing. I just let him talk for 2 minutes. As soon as I start talking and started bringing out straight up facts, he kept screaming at me, getting loud at me, started bringing up some other shit. He brought up his speech, his video and his speech that he did, like, we're going to change this shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he's saying, like, I'm like, when you guys keep doing this, he's like, stop saying you, it's not me. I just got in for 2 years. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. And I'm like, okay, fine, then I'll take that back. It's not you. It's not you. But then all the time when I'm like, okay, when it comes to black people, when he's just saying like, it's you guys, you people won't get up, you people won't work together, it's none of y'all just want to keep going to jail, won't do stuff, and he's a black man saying this shit. I'm like,
and
luckily
that's the politician saying that.
Yeah, and then like luckily the older gentleman, before I even got got into the conversation, 'cause I was just listening to my my stuff and then just
Now listen to how the Black Brain Trust responds to this brother's complaint.
Focus on breathing in the sauna and shit. And I just heard buildings collapsing and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, this is a compliment. He's one of them funny people. I'm like, funny people. And then when he started talking, I'm like, oh, he's one of them bourgeois niggas. And he's like, yeah. And like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
First of all, let me say this, because I can't really take any more of what he's saying. First, he didn't even know who this person was. Number two, you didn't even vote for this city council person. So you're expecting things out of people that are not even in your district to begin with. This is the political illiteracy of a lot of black men in the black manosphere. It's not his responsibility to address issues that you have a concern with when he doesn't represent your district. He's not the end all be all of the problems that exist in your city. Know who your politicians are. Know who your elected officials are. Know what the issues of the day are. Know what the issues on the ballot are going to be. These are very basic things that are personally responsible for you.
Now, while what Mike's saying is true, is that how you're going to talk to him? Is that how you're going to inspire a brother like that to change his mind and vote?
And there's so many of these black men in this space, like this person who jumps on the panel and can't wait to, go in on what he considers to be one of these leftist, do nothing politicians when he doesn't even know who he is. We've been saying this, myself, MOT, there's a lot of political ignorance in this space. A lot of people in here don't have a basic fundamental understanding of civics and government.
And your bright idea is to rub your nose up their nose and tell them to kiss your ass. You don't know what you're talking about, and nobody's gonna listen to you. And that's your bright idea to get brothers more politically active. Okay.
But want to be all up in the conversation though. Want to question people and question the legitimacy of elected officials and even content creators like ourselves. Go figure out basic civics 101. And then come back and have a conversation. But until then, you're not going to be able to have a conversation of substance. Why should he talk to you, or why should he even come to the manosphere when you guys don't even know who your elected officials are? You don't even know what district you're in, what ward you're in.
And this is your bright idea to get people to vote for Joe Biden, who you're supporting, who you claim is his economy's doing great. This is your bright idea to get brothers who may be political illiterate to go vote for him. This is your bright idea to swing those brothers to that side. Okay.
What the issues of the day are, what's on the ballot, what the budget is. But you want to engage elected officials like this. This is why I'm completely against anybody running for office coming into this space and having a conversation with black men who won't even do their own homework.
Okay, so I just didn't show some articles talking about how the U.S. Credit rating, according to Mike here, I didn't just do my homework and just show the article talking about how the U.S. credit ratings just got downgraded by another credit agency. 2 out of 3. Okay.
I see what's going on. He's the uppity motherfuckers. And then it was just real. It was just like the more you talk to him, he was just like trying to deflect because I just like he's like, oh, all we gotta do is work together. All we gotta do. I'm like, dude, the history of America, is to put us in slavery. Is like to put niggas in slavery. What do you mean? It's like been take. What about? I was like, what's called? Didn't Black Americans used to own like 25% of the land before? Now they own like 0.1% now or some shit. Like what's going on? Yeah, exactly. And I already know that we got some people from what was it called? From down south. From the border. They're already up here and shit. So and we got like 3 of the like. Last time I checked, it was like wait, they said 100. So about 400 of them are here already, or so. So I'm like, oh, you guys are just probably making this shit, making these new spaces for them and everything. You're saying fuck the American people. You're getting all these random other people around now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the case. Specific cities and states were giving upwards of millions of dollars to house asylum seekers. And so contractually, they have an obligation to find these people shelter based on the monies that they received. That's pretty much what happened.
Well, they see them as less of a threat, right? So
What's going on?
Yeah, so when I gave the solution, I'm like, then when I said get the solution, I was like, okay, I'll give you a solution. There's basically like 4 of them, really. It's like, hey, we all leave. Like what Marcus Garvey said. He's like, oh, you're just running away from things. I'm like, what else is there to really do?
A politician shouldn't be the one asking you to give a solution. That's not.
That's what I got him to the point that he knew that he lost.
Yeah, that's not politicians getting what's the solution. First of all, if you're a politician, you understand that's not even how that shit works. There's no one word answer question. Like I can't give you a elevator speech for freaking a few centuries of problems that Black people are facing.
Just a side note, shout out to Mr. Z. He's worked for the Democrat Party. He knows what he's talking about.
That's not how that shit works.
This is not an ignorant brother that doesn't know what he's talking about.
And for a part, and he's really insulting your intelligence by even asking that question. What's the solution?
And he was
right.
You don't even know like how much he was trying to pull up like some different word type of judo bullshit, like because he doesn't know my background. So he was trying to pull like acting like I didn't know my history because I'm young. So I was like, when I started bringing up what happened with the red line and after the Civil War, like what happened in the civil rights, the Civil War, and all this other stuff, and then he was like, okay, and then he tried to pull off like, oh, you don't really. I'm like, dude, I'm a first generation here. I'm from the inside. I'm the outside looking out and the inside looking in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say. Basically, like, so I'm just like, you're not gonna really get me because you're gonna like just my people. The reason why my family is here is because I was used to help blackwash the Black community. So you're not gonna keep trying to play this like I don't know what's going on here. So when I kept like cutting off all his like routes out, that's when he started screaming at me and started like trying to show me some bullshit that he said and done. And I'm like, dude, what's like? He's like, I'm making him like, then what did you change in the last 2 years? Then I don't see it.
It's not. He's not obligated to answering any of your questions, anyways, because you didn't vote for him to begin with. You don't even know who he is. But this is the sort of, lack of decorum that exists in the manosphere, and people want to bring politicians to this space. For what?
Tell me.
So basically, what you're saying is politicians can't answer hard. You don't want politicians to answer hard questions. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what? Okay. Let's continue, folks.
Oh well, I haven't been in long enough. So when is this change gonna happen? When you people? I'm like he saying you people and like.
Now, before we continue, I do acknowledge that to get stuff to move in Congress and that it is sausage making and there is a process. But I can tell you, you're not going to bring brothers to your side talking like the Black Brain Trust talks.
Like the way he's talking is like he was a Black dude, basically low key calling me a nigger. I'm like,
Ain't no
yo,
low
what the
key.
hell is this? You know what I mean, but he without saying it. But I was like, oh, you really one of them wannabe white people? You don't understand that you are like, and it got to the point that the white dude in there, he's trying to say like, oh, you're making it seem that you're basically, what was it called? That like white people are evil or something. Like, dude, what the like it's wrong for me to tell black people to start defending themselves. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, but I know this shit's about to be Nazi Germany, maybe, because that's what happened last time when shit went south. So I'm like, I don't know. So hey, arm up.
It's not gonna be Nazi Germany, man. It's not.
But that's why I was like, but then he's looking at me, but I'm like, I'm knowing you guys' history, but you guys don't want to admit your fucking shit. So hey, who knows? You guys push shit to the extreme, so I'm gonna keep it to the extreme. Like I gave different ways out, but I was like, hey, the last thing is kumbaya, but are y'all willing to actually admit this shit and actually do it? But I don't know.
How old was this politician?
This dude was like 50 or no 60, 50 or 60 something. We're between that age group.
Okay, what? So is it south, north? Where is he at?
Northeast.
Northeast. Okay, all right.
Like around the New York area.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he's a sounds like he's a neoliberal. So.
Oh boy.
A coon.
How do you equate a conversation like this at the city council level as a neoliberal? The term neoliberal is a very specific term for a very specific demographic and group of.
And both Democrats and Republicans operate like neoliberals. Your point?
People. Equating a city council person to being a neoliberal. Let me not go into this, man. Let me just finish playing this one out.
Man, Coons, Coons, because Coons is trying.
What's going on,
Coons
Jules?
making money. Okay. Coons wouldn't be struggling this much. And Coon wouldn't be talking to you.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
He'd smile at you, okay, because you're not his target market.
Yeah, Jules, I'm playing this because they had this stream on Sunday and they actually put my tag in the title, and we actually had a conversation after that. But I'm just playing this. I just want people to hear them for themselves. I don't want to I don't want to make stuff up on them. I want you to hear. I want people to hear them for themselves. So, but anyway, let me keep playing this.
He definitely wouldn't be trying to explain something to you, especially not invested in emotionally in trying to explain it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I just realized how much these politicians don't really like. They don't get questioned much. So when you actually start giving them, and they're not really been thrown facts or something like that before. So it's just like, you just see how much they become a pussy real quick and break down. And it's just funny to watch.
The seasoned ones do, but the ones that are up and coming normally don't. They're just regular people. Just
yeah, that's why I'm trying to bring something into space. I'm trying to bring something, well, not to be on panels, but at least to be able to sharpen his sword amongst the common folk here. I know Mike V is against it, but I think that'll be healthy for a candidate. So
why?
He kind of invited,
because he doesn't.
He said he'd invited me to come on one of his podcasts or something like that. I don't believe him.
Hold on, wait a minute. Go ahead, Big GS.
No, because he doesn't think he doesn't think highly of the space. That's all.
Yeah.
In other words, he think it's a
Oh, y'all going to hear that in a minute. Him and his chorus don't think highly of the space at all.
The space is a detriment to anybody trying to do something positive. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got.
Yeah. If you bring up an elected official, anybody running for office to this space, with all of the chat GPT and Austin Holloman and what's this other cat that's in Romania? Andrew Tate. Why would an elected official or anybody running for office want to affiliate themselves with this space? With all of that's going on? Why would they want that? In what way does that boost their opportunities for running for office or even getting policy work done, creating public policy. Why would they do that?
It's called more eyeballs. More people.
How logical is it for them to come in here, to come and have a conversation with people who don't understand basic civics and government? Anybody who understands policy understands that any elected official, let's use George Floyd Justice of Policing Act. Okay, who's against that? Is it the Democrats' fault? Is it Biden?
All right, can y'all see me now? All right, let's all right, give me a second. I don't know why I went off for a while, but it cut off for a minute, but I'm back now. I don't know how much how much today. All right, enough of that played. Let me reshare my screen again. I don't know why I kicked myself out, but I'm back now. Let's continue this. I want you to hear these brothers. I want to hear I want you to hear what these brothers think of you. All right. Present. Share screen.
Lou, what it do, man?
Okay.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut anybody off, did I? Something's wrong with my doctor.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
What's up? Go ahead, MOT. I was trying to get my phone situated. I couldn't hear nobody.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I mean,
usually.
like-
Yeah, go ahead.
In the conversation and talking to people and asserting this power that they clearly don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, if you're part of the process and you understand how things work, this is not how you address a politician. If he's not a part of your district, and here's the thing, it's always black people on the left where they do this shit for. They don't walk up to Mitch McConnell and do this type of shit, Kevin McCarthy and do this type of shit, Marjorie Taylor Greene and do this type of shit. They never do it. Yeah, Tom Cotton, they never do it. And it's like, look, man, y'all gonna make sure.
Well, maybe that's because those politicians don't beg and try to shame us for our vote. Maybe it's because those politicians don't act like they own our vote like the Democrats do. Did you ever stop and think about that?
There ain't nobody gonna be coming to black men for anything. So at the end of the day, you gotta be able to get this stuff under control. At the end of the day, these type of people are never going to vote for anything until they get everything that they want. And then they're just gonna claim, well, you know what? We can't get no more out of these people, so why would I participate? That's the exact reason why they won't do anything that you want in the first place. Because you're not literally a reliable voting bloc. You're not.
Right, because they could be swayed by anything. Go ahead, Lou.
Man.
Oh, we can be swayed by anything. Okay.
Big facts, Mike and MOT. Yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, MOT hit it right on the head talking about what he said is awesome. Yeah, man, we gotta put them on the fire because they act like pussies when you challenge them. I was like, what challenge them on what, bro? Like, you don't even know what the hell he talking about. Like you said, you don't know what's on the ballot. You don't know what district you represent. You don't know what council he on. You don't know anything. Did you even vote, dog? If you even went to, because he must be near the area if he went to the same gym as you. So you must have saw some type of flyers or anything. You like, oh, I don't know what district. You don't know what the hell going on. You don't even know what he's talking about. You know what? And I applaud him. The dude in that councilman, that sauna, he was right. You motherfuckers are dumb.
And this is how you're going to convince brothers to participate. Okay.
You're stupid as shit.
Yeah, I applaud him. He said it to his face too. He said, "Yeah, see."
They're applauding the politician for being rude to a constituent. But you think you're going to convince, but you're trying to convince brothers to go vote for whoever. This is your bright strategy to convince brothers to vote for somebody. Can't make this stuff up. All right. I've shared. You know what? I've shared enough of them. If you want to go watch that video, it's on their channel. But if you want to watch and see how the what the Black Brain Trust thinks about brothers speaking up about politics. Here's the link to that. Here's the link to that video. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you want to be torment yourself and listen to that crap, don't say I didn't warn you. I am on that video later because I do try to address them that we don't come to agreement, but hey, that's what they think of you brothers. It's what it is. I did but you know the economy's doing so great, right? Which is why Joe Biden, which is why the credit rating just got downgraded. Can't make this stuff up. It's what it is. Who just came in? Hey, salute, Clay. How's it going? Talking about Biden economy and talking about also addressing a video where people, you know, I was addressing a video where I was on some panel with some brothers and they were trying to tell me that, you know, the economy is doing great and Biden's doing such a great job and I need to participate more, yada, yada, yada. Because for those of you who don't know, I didn't vote in 2022. Didn't see anything I needed to vote for. And I decided to stay home. That's my choice. It is not my job to go vote for a politician. It's their job to come earn my vote. That's how that works. But it seems like some black folk in the Democrat Party have forgotten that. And yeah, I know Biden's doing such a great job. Even though rent's high as hell, average rent nowadays is $1,500 or more, and that's for two bed. Food prices have not gone down, but the economy is doing so great, right? Economy's doing so well, right? But anyway, I got a few more videos I want to share. Just give me a second to set that up before I get out of here. Yeah, that's enough of them. Let me share my playlist here since the economy is doing so great, right? Oh, I know what I want to play. Since the economy is doing so great, let me share a little short. Since the economy is doing so great, and you know Joe Biden's doing such a great job. Make sure I'm getting some sound. Okay. 1 second. Let me share my screen. Let me see. Present. Share screen. So I actually threw myself off the panel earlier, but we're back now. Oh, here we go. The economy's doing so great, right? Listen to this video. Since the economy's doing so great.
Is my morning routine as a single mom living in a van, waking up in a Walmart parking lot. So of course,
You heard that right. Single mom living in a van.
Of course, as soon as we wake up, I make sure to give my toddler lots and lots of cuddles and kisses. Then I like to throw on some clothes because it's a little chilly and I want to make sure we are as warm as possible. After putting myself together, I go on to put Kareem's jacket on and he pulls off the window covers. This is our beautiful view of Walmart. We don't usually park in parking lots, but sometimes that's the case. I then go in to make up the bed so I don't have to do it later on. We then get out of the van and walk into Walmart to use the restroom and brush our teeth. I do have a toilet in my van, but we are already sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, so we might as well utilize all of their services. Since I didn't need anything in Walmart, we were able to just run back to the van. And immediately I get started with cooking some breakfast. So then I set up my kitchen, which is the basic 2-burner propane stove. While I'm doing this, my toddler is usually watching his morning show on his iPad. Today we are making something very simple: sausage, pancakes, and hash browns per Kareem's request. But this is only a pit stop till we get to our next destination, so if you really like these morning routines and you want to see what we get up to next, follow along.
Now, I'm not hating on this sister. I hope she finds a place. But the economy is doing so great, right? The economy is doing so great. I know we could be hard on single mothers. I'm not trying to hate on this sister here, but Biden claims the economy is doing so great. Yes, sorry about that. But yeah, the economy's in such great shape, right, folks. You know, our credit rating just didn't get downgraded, and Biden's doing such a great job. Well, y'all can tell yourself that lie. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Now I got one more thing to share. Then I'm gonna get out of here. Let me get my playlist together. Got a nice little playlist here for you. Now, while all this is happening, believe it or not, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Deck on it. There we go. You know what? I'm not gonna play that. Well, I'm about to get out of here, folks. You should like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App and support the show. Thank you for all who came through. This is AB Media 83. And I'm out. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified the next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.